What's up, everybody? A Sparrow with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on the Space Engineers Inspiration series. We're starting things off today with the AVV. I'm totally not trying to alt-tab here. AVV-79 Aurum. I just remembered that off the top of my head. So yeah, this is actually a pretty cool ship. This is a world file, so you don't have to worry about downloading all the mods, which is useful. But it is a multi-purpose frigate, according to the description, I believe. The description was in another language from what I'm used to reading, so I kind of ran it through Google Translate, and I hope it came out okay, but there might be some missteps here and there. So, you know, at least we know the title's right, because, you know, it's on the side of the ship, because I totally knew that. But obviously I like the that design. The aesthetic of it is really cool. It's kind of like for a frigate-sized ship. Actually, let me see how close this is. It's kind of like almost like a big fighter type size, which is really cool. I'm not sure what these are. These must be missile bays or escape pods, I guess. But yeah, I like how it kind of keeps that fighter design, even though it's a little larger than a fighter would be, typically. I'm guessing this is the sensor that's probably depressurizing, I hope. Yep, there we go. So we can get in the back way very conveniently. So as with most modded ships, the interior and stuff is fairly detailed. Oh, right, I'm probably not going to be able to read most of this stuff. Oh, modded slope vents. That's kind of cool. Alright, so we've got a back hangar here, which is kind of probably going to serve as the main entry, I guess, maybe? I don't know if there's a way to override this and close it. Let's just start pushing buttons. That never goes wrong. Doesn't seem right. There we go. The alarm's still going, though. That's annoying. Alright, I'm just gonna stop pushing buttons. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I was gonna bring this up as well. I hate auto airlocks. There we go. I was gonna bring this up as well, though. If I sound kind of hoarse or raspy or kind of overall less enthused than usual, I think I'm fighting a cold. I'm not sure. So just kind of keep that in mind. I want to get down here, though, because that looks amazing. Again, I know I've said it before, but I can't... Oh, this is actually neat. I just realized this. They use the railing, but rather than trying to... Huh, they used window vents. That's kind of a cool way to do... Window vent, whatever. I think they're called windows in the actual game, but... That's a neat idea. Windows with rails. Huh. That's pretty cool. I didn't notice that before. Ooh, we got a very nice bridge. But yeah, I feel like I always bring up the whole, you know, whatchamacallit, that modded stuff always seems to kind of look better, because it just does. There's just more to work with. There's more versatility in your designs and stuff, and more detail typically. Ooh. So we have a rec room and a mess hall and all that kind of stuff. I forget what mod this is from. Let me see if I can grab a welder real quick so we can check. Sync. It doesn't really say. I was hoping it would say, but these kitchen mods and stuff I think are some of the coolest. Complete with toaster. Yeah, I think those are some of the best mods, is the interior, like, kitchen design stuff and things. I think those are cool. What is this? What is this? I thought this was vanilla, but it's not. Enclosed passage, lighted corner. Lit. Lit. It's lit. It's a lit. Enclosed passage, lit corner. Anyways, with door. Oh, that's really cool. I didn't even realize that was a mod at first until we went around a corner. We got this dual windows on the... Oh, this is cool. Yes, we'd like to interrupt this Inspiration Series episode to go to a mod showcase episode where we look at all the cool mods in each build. I think this is a nanite, right? Nanite Control Factory. Yep. Now, this is different from the actual nanite builder, I think, that I use in my survival Let's Play stuff. I think this is more of the repair type one. I don't remember. That was the original nanite mod, I think. But I think that's different than the one that I use. It's like for building. Ah, here we go. Now we're back under the catwalk here. But I love all this piping stuff. It actually reminds me of Stationeers now, where you got all these cables and pipes and stuff everywhere. Though I don't know what these guys are. Power cell, so probably a mod battery would be my guess. Okay, that's a X20 arc reactor. Aha! I still got it. This one though, hyperdrive. That's new and amazing. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. All right. Let's see. What else do we have? What is this thing? Platform pipe conveyor adapter. Oh, that's one of those. It turns from a conveyor into a pipe system. I gotcha. That's pretty cool. All right. Let's head back up this way, and we'll take that other passage. Here we go. To what's probably the actual entrance door, more than likely. What do we got going on here? Oh, this is a torpedo bay, I think. What is... There are so many new mods in this. Access door. Can I push it? Can I push it? Can I push a button? Can I push it? No? No buttons? Okay, darn. So this is a torpedo system. It looks like we've got a projector and then a welder. Actually, this looks like a mod too. Torpedo hardpoint small. Torpedo interface. So this is a whole modded system. That's pretty cool. So then it welds it together and launches it out the access door. That's nifty. Beam conduit. What? What does this do? Do we have lasers? Are there lasers on this ship? I gotta find lasers. I don't know why my jetpack just came on. That was weird. So that did not actually go outside like I expected. I thought that was going to end up being like the primary door. Okay, so that went that way, that went that way. So I don't think there's anything back that way left to look at. We have, this... Oh, okay. This enclosed passageway thing is becoming my new favorite mod. Because it has the cool passage effect, but now they have the LCDs in the walls. There's corners with doors. There's T-junctions. There's lights. Like, this is just cool. Shower, sinks, toilet in the cargo room. Makes sense. What is that? Title of this episode. What is that? Beam combiner. What? What does that do? Well, that's cool. Alright. And then this is the bunks. So what I assume would be up to a 6 crew, maybe plus a little bit more if you had people working in shifts, maybe. And down here, you have another rec room. So this is cool. What is this? Weapon rack. Oh, but it's actually... Oh my. We gotta try it. That's cool. That is a cool mod. I like it. I really like this ship so far, actually. There's a lot of cool stuff in it. Nanite deconstructor upgrades. So there's a lot of stuff in this ship, like a lot of new mods I'm not aware of. Let's go down here. Seems like the lights are out. Oh, this is the boarding ramp. Okay, so this is the actual... There's a passage with buttons! What? Okay, seriously. Probably the new favorite mod. And then it looks like there's a control control panel out here that I missed. for actually the way you're supposed to get in. I usually find, for any of you that are unfamiliar with my series, I usually find the correct door after reverse engineering all the other possible places you could put doors. And I usually come in through a hangar or something and then find the actual door you're supposed to go in. So here's the med bay. We've got another weapon system, cryo chamber. And yet again, there's another platform area for you to enter into the ship from. Solar panels on the top, which is cool. What's this guy? Guided missile targeter turret. Well, okay then. That's a... guided missile targeting. Never knew about that mod. Alright, so now let's check out how she flies. Now this, I'm probably going to do a little bit of winging it because I'm pretty sure all of this is going to be unreadable. Except for the fixed lasers, and the Gatling cannon, and the camera, and everything else apparently. So fixed lasers, so we do have lasers, Gatling cannon, camera view, some kind of programmable block for something, timer blocks. Probably for torpedoes, by the looks of things, maybe. Missile turret, that looks like that guided thing. And then longbow cruise missile launchers, that sounds fun. Thrusters, looks like. Not sure what that is. Power cells, nanite. Pistons, didn't see any pistons, so I'm not sure what that's for. Connectors, maybe a boarding ramp or landing gear, by the looks of things. Gravity, arc furnace stuff, that was the hyperdrive, I think. Boarding ramp, not sure what that one's for. Antennas, so lots of stuff. Talion anti-fighter turret. What? Alright, so let's test out some of these weapons real quick. I love it. I like the beam laser. I think we saw that in a mod on the, or I mean on a build on the last episode, so yeah, still a fan of that. The thing moves like a fighter. Holy crap. Well, if this isn't fun to fly, I don't know what is. It's also said in the description, I believe, that it can land on planets fairly well, so we might actually take a stab at that. I don't know how far away this planet actually is. It looks like there's also a speed hack mod on this because it's way past the top speed normally. So Gatling cannons. Wait. I don't know what these are, but I want them. When your Gatling cannons look like beams, that's when you're doing something right. Or flamethrowers. That looks like a flamethrower right there. By the way, I'm going way too fast. This cannot be the proper order of operations for landing on a planet. Wow, it stops really fast though. Holy crap. I'm in love with this ship so far. This thing is friggin' awesome. I'm not sure what this programmable block does, so I'm hesitant to push the button. Oh, and it also said, and now that I noticed that there's a speed hack, it makes sense. But they said not to fire the torpedoes while flying. I think that was this build, which would make sense, because if you're going way over, then you're going to run into your torpedoes, a la Blackbird. So, we're in atmosphere, I think, at this point, right? Yeah, physical gravity is 1G. So, this thing flies just phenomenally to be able to enter that quickly and easily and still, like, hover, like nobody, like, no big deal kind of thing. So, yeah, thing's pretty beast. Let's see. Let's hit the 4 button. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh. Heard it doing something. Or is that just because I hovered over something? I must just be hovering around a thruster and that's just its sound effects. I don't know what 4 does. It's at 5. Not sure what that did. I saw smoke coming out of the side panel. What happens if I push 6? 7? 8? I'm just pushing buttons waiting for something to blow up. Oh! Those panels opened. So it's probably supposed to be launching the missiles, maybe? Oh, that's it. Okay. So it's like a nuclear sub type thing. That's awesome. Do I have to rebuild each one, maybe? Or is it a reload time? One or both. I guess it's reload time. Dude, this thing is freaking awesome, though. Alright, anything else that we want to push buttons on? What does this do? Okay, so it's a connector for refuel and resupply, it looks like. That's pretty cool. And then this is landing gears. Oh, and then the lock button. Oh, those are modded landing gears. Those are cool. So, yeah, overall, I'm super happy with this ship. This thing is pretty beast. Let's just see how easily we can actually land here. I did turn off block damage, but still, we can still tell when we crash and stuff. It just won't hurt the ship, but... Ooh, I was a lot closer than I thought I was. And we lock, and we're good. This thing is awesome. Alright, so with that, we're going to wrap up this one. Let's move on to the next one. Alrighty, so next up we have the Invictus. Now this thing is, from the screenshots anyway, it looks to be fairly large. Now, on the exterior, it looks like a regular capital ship to me. It doesn't look all that like massive, but the interior shot, there was a lot of big rooms and stuff in it from what I could tell, so I'm kind of curious how that ends up working. This is a modded build very lightly. I think there's like 3 mods or something. So nothing too crazy, and it's very, very convenient airlock. Actually, I got to admit, I really like this kind of setup of the 4 merge block airlock thing, kind of like the, what do they call it in, most things? It's like the chute type thing, or the connection tube, whatever. Boarding tube. But then I like how they put a connector like right in the kind of plus shape kind of thing. That's kind of cool, actually. But yeah, so on the outside we've got a fairly complex, but kind of that more of that industrial style look, I think, than trying to do the sleek, like alien ship aerodynamic kind of thing, but more of the realistic style. There's another connector here. Not really sure what that one's for, other than maybe for a fighter or something to dock with the ship. There's a hangar over there we'll check out in a second. Alright. Let's get in here. So we have engineering and drone control. We have med bay. Actually, this is really smart, to be honest, because if you were to offload somebody that was injured from another ship or something, or someone flew into the airlock and they were hurt, you'd want to be able to take them right into medbay. So that's a smartly located medical facility. Drone control goes that-a-way, which means I'm going to get lost down here in engineering somewhere. Drone control is that way. You think they're wanting you to go to drone control. Alright, this looks like we're coming around to the other mirrored version of the side, so there's that. This might be one of the hangars. Open. Yeah, so we're in the hangar here. I love those, by the way, those glass overhanging hallways, I guess, over top of hangars. I love that. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. This is a neat little trick too. They did the actual hangar platform, fighter platform, whatever, out of blast blocks or blast door blocks, which actually is a little bit inset down into the block size. So that's kind of cool. I like that little effect. And yes, I'm aware we didn't go to drone control yet. Bombardment control. Now, I'm not sure if we'll be able to do the bombardment one or not. Mainly because in the description it says that the bombardment should be done in a planet's atmosphere, and I'm currently in a space world, so don't know if that'll be a thing or not. Bombardier's quarters. He gets his own quarters. Or she, I guess. Alright, main shaft, no oxygen. That's no fun. Who wants to breathe? Not really sure what this is for, to be honest. This is under the hangar. But what are we doing? It said main, but this doesn't really seem very important. Unless it's like maint for maintenance. I totally missed the T. Moving on. Let's not talk about it. So this is obviously where the bombs are made for bombarding, and you got the hangar doors that open, and then you would, you know, continue or proceed to bombard. So that's cool, but I'm assuming it relies heavily on gravity. Like, you build it and detach the merge blocks and they fall, so that's probably why it said to do it within an atmosphere. Timer blocks back here. Alright, so that's the other thing, maintenance shaft. Yeah, I just glanced at that and totally missed the T. Aft maintenance corridor. Once again, there is a T there, so it is maintenance. Hey! Stop it. It's the only thing with auto script doors is they tend to always close on my face. So, yeah. So this is maintaining different conveyors and whatnot. Exit keel. Wait a minute. Is the right place? Yeah. I spun around really quickly there for a second and I wasn't sure if I got turned around or not. Well, it says exit, but I don't know that you could actually leave this way. I mean, I guess you could crouch and go through there, but... Alright. I'm lost at this point, not gonna lie. So I guess this would be like training room, conference room, briefing room, whatever kind of room. I do believe that there are escape pods built in on the ship. Alright, where do these go? Cryopods. Ooh, this is cool. Let's see. I would have almost liked it if they had turned these lights off. And just kind of had that as the dark blue glow. Because that's pretty cool. See, we're still having periodic light glitch issues. Gyro control. Yeah, see, like this. That would be kind of cool. Be kind of cool. So there's a battery here. Looks like thrusters. Yeah, iron thrusters on the side, and then the gyroscopes are up there. Aft cryo chambers. Yeah, here we go. This is exactly what I was talking about. This would be cool. Alright. So there's that. Crew quarters. Whoever built this, I'm liking the blue. I'm a fan of blue, so I'm kind of digging the blue. Not gonna lie. I'll turn this on just so you guys can see it a little better, because I like the atmosphere, but it didn't really come through very well as to what we're looking at. So this is all the bunks, the head, and the showers, or both. I feel like, I mean, I know military type situations and stuff, usually privacy is not, you know, a big deal because people are shooting at you and stuff typically, but I would like to point out I feel like this is a bit of an awkward placement for showers right next to like the hangars. You know, you're offloading people and they turn around and look up and people just like showering. A little weird. Just my opinion. Might have thought about putting them somewhere else. So we have brig, engineering, drone control, railgun control. Railgun. Bow cryo chambers. I almost read that as bow until I realized it was for cryo chambers. Docking gates. Okay. Hangar bombing control, pilot's quarters, aft maintenance corner. Control. Okay, that's better. I think. Maybe. That's not control. Corner? I don't know. Corridor. Ah, there we go. Bombardier's quarters. Alright. We never did go to the drone control. I have to admit, I'm not a big fan of drones in this game. I've seen a lot of ships that use them for different things. I don't know. I don't like them. I like little fighters and stuff where you could leave your capital ship and then go... Okay, we already went through here. We just didn't go to the fighter quarters or fighter or whatever. Let's take a peek at the bridge real quick. Do we have any mood lighting in here? A little bit. At least we have enough space. There's a lot of open space in here. This is cool. Pretty cool. Where does this go? No sign? I'm so lost. There's so many corridors in here. Okay, this is like the upper bridge. So this is probably like... bridge-ish or observation bridge, and then the one below would either be the battle bridge or the CIC, I guess. Maybe. Stupid doors. Leave me alone. Alright, where am I at this point? There's the bridge. Escape pods, commander's quarters, exo quarters, aft reactor room. I guess I was like ARM? RM? So we have the commander's quarters with a nice screen area for talking to the bigwigs. And bed. And his own bathroom. See, he gets privacy. Exo's quarters, I'm guessing, is going to be similar. Oh, you've just been downgraded. You don't have the widescreen TV. Alright, let's see. Aft reactor room. Let's check this out. Do I have my lamps on? Yeah. So we got a cool... Ooh! And when the lights work, we have cool mood lighting. I really wish they would fix that. That's something... I mean, it's better, but you can see it still kind of trips here and there. And I really wish they would fix that, because... lighting with the new graphical overhaul that they did looks really cool, but it's glitchy. Ah, and then we're back here. Okay, now I know where I'm at. I still didn't find the railgun room, but not really worried about it. We'll just fire off the railgun and that'll fix that. Okay, that leads to the escape pods. I think that's what we were looking at on the window of that conference room. I think was the escape pods. Alrighty. So in terms of movement and speed, it's kind of what you'd expect from a bigger capital type vessel. Definitely works, but it's a little on the sluggish side. Okay, now we have camera, RG for railgun, I'm assuming, so load, fire, hangar doors, battle stations, all clear, drone, RFC, different turrets, different welder stuff, antennas, bomb bay doors, that's all the bombing. And it does have a gravity shield, which is a cool idea. Okay, so with that in mind, let's switch over to the railgun view. We will load the railgun. We will fire the railgun. And we will watch as it launches out into the vacuum of space, and that's pretty cool. I always like that kind of stuff where they do these physical weapons instead of like just firing the missiles from the launchers, but actually have the generated ones. Alright, so we're running a little bit low on time for this episode, so let's go ahead and wrap this one up and let's move on to the last one. Alright, so last but not least, we have the Intrepidus battle cruiser. I think I read that correctly. And I have to make a couple corrections. So first of all, this was the modded one that had 3 mods. The previous build, the Invictus, actually had no mods on it. So that was a modless build. I misspoke. I got like I said, I think I'm fighting something. I've been kind of tired today and haven't quite felt real 100%. So I think I transposed the descriptions or something and got parts of them mixed up. But this is actually an interesting build because while it is not a like a copy or a build based on anything in particular, it is a Star Wars inspired cruiser. So that's kind of cool. I like when stuff like that happens where you have an idea of a kind of theme you're going for, but it's not really like one-to-one I'm trying to build that ship, because it allows you to be creative and come up with your own thing, but also it kind of gives you a starting point to go off of, and it looks really cool. I really do like this design. It does have a laser weapon here in the middle, which is a pretty cool place to have it. It kind of almost looks like if you were kind of RPing it outside of the actual Space Engineers. It kind of looks like you have a trench here, which is probably where all the mechanics for the laser is, like it's charging up, kind of like a Death Star. So that's kind of a neat design idea. I don't know if it actually is or not. I don't think the mod requires that much room. We've got some side cannons that are looking pretty awesome. What are these things? Telion Octa Battery. I don't know what that means other than Octa, but those look cool. I want to shoot them. They look cool. And then I think these we've seen before. These are the heavy-duty Mark II battleship cannon turrets. I'm pretty sure that was in a mod from a while back, though the model does look updated. Telion flak turret. So I think this is part of a newer weapon mod pack, because I didn't actually have that already in my subscribed mods. When I downloaded the file, I had to add that one. It's one of the only 3 mods on this build, so it's like some kind of weapon pack thing that includes a bunch of stuff. These remind me of something, though. If it wasn't the original design, they remind me of something like the mammoth turrets or something. They were from another mod pack, I thought. But I don't know. The modding stuff has updated so much since I was really actively downloading a lot of them that I don't really know what's what anymore. Alright, so in terms of the inside, the bridge is probably going to be up here, because we landed pretty close to the bridge for this door. So yeah, this looks like the main bridge. So let's poke our head around a little bit. I know this episode was a little bit longer. I spent more time on that first one than I intended to, but since they had the planet loaded in that world file, I figured I'd go ahead and play with the landing part. Oh, that's the observation deck. So it must have an enclosed bridge, or a battle bridge down here. Ooh, and it still has a window. Ain't that cozy? And it looks like it's got a blast door as well, so that's pretty cool. I will say this, I am kind of surprised that most people utilize the airtight hangar door, and it's probably because you don't have to get into pistons and stuff, but they use a lot of the airtight hangar doors, but I don't know how durable these are for actually using them as blast doors when there's actually a blast door block that was designed to take a punch. So, not really sure if that's using the hangar doors is really the best option for that. I know that's what most everybody does, but it's always something I've looked at as kind of like, you know, it's become the norm, but I'm not sure if that's should be normal or not. It looks like the interior is a little bit more open as well, and which would be good if you wanted to do your own or add more to it. It looks like there's a little bit more room to kind of add your own little touch to stuff. Why do we have blue light coming through the floor? What's going on down here? Okay. This is the hangar. Where's all this blue coming from? It's gotta be even lower. Alright, so we have the hangar. What goes down here? Ah! Okay, so what is this? It's open. Oh, it's like a... It's like a, an underbelly hangar for a larger ship. That's kind of cool. And then we've got kind of the inner gut working over here for maintenance, I'm assuming. So yeah, the interior is a little bit more sparse than I was expecting, but it would allow you to kind of make it your own if you wanted to. So that's a pretty cool idea. I'm not sure if it was done intentionally or not. That's kind of one of those things. What is this? Is this half blocks? It is half blocks. That's an interesting little way to use them. To make columns out of the standard blocks. I never thought of that. That's not a bad idea. Oops, wrong thing. Didn't mean to catch the control panel. Alright, so it seems like, unless I'm missing a door, the interior probably stops at that, at this excuse me, this hangar right here, more so than, continuing on. I'm guessing there's more guts and stuff. Well, maybe not. I missed an upstairs one up here. Never mind. Stand corrected. Now this is where the interior stops, it looks like. Which actually reminds me, in the last build, I never actually found where that upper overhead catwalk was in the hangar. I just now realized. Alright, now let's see if I can find my way back to the bridge. Alright, making progress. We're getting there. Another observation deck. Ah, here we go. Alright. So we found the bridge. Is this the main? Which one's the main? Or is there a main? It may not be a main. So this is probably going to be the blast doors. Yep. Hangar blast doors, bridge blast doors. Alright. Actually, before we do that, I'm wondering if maybe the controls are actually set up in the observation deck. So let's go poke our head up there real quick. And check. Nope. Nope. Okay, so this actually is an observation deck. I wasn't sure because I kind of figured the lasers and stuff would probably be already assigned to a button. So when I didn't see one, I wasn't sure. Maybe it's on a different control bar. Nope. Okay. Well, let's just grab some stuff then. And that way we can fire these off and see what they do. Now, I do think this has some kind of orbital bombardment system. I'm not sure. Where's the lasers? I want to fire the lasers. Fixed laser 1, 2. Okay, so they're just not, I guess, set as a weapon for some reason. Fixed laser 1. Wait, what? Fixed laser 1 and 2. I don't know. We're going to test this out. I don't know if it's going to work or not. I can't seem to fire these. So it's probably because they're turrets. There we go. I'm not hearing them, though. But as fast as those are firing out, they definitely look like they'd probably pack a punch. Those are also turreted, it looks like. Those are as well, and those are as well. So I could fire them off once, but I'd have to do them differently. So those are all the different turret weapons, I guess. And then 6. That fires the front and the back. I mean, the 2 in the front. So what's this one do if we just turn it on? That's just 1. Weird. So I guess you would just equip that and then you just fire that way. Be my guess. For movement, now I did read that it has the modded gyroscopes in it, so there's actually only 4 gyroscopes and it still turns pretty decently. So like I said, kind of a capital vessel. It makes sense. It moves a little on the slower side, but, you know, I'd be a little concerned if you had a capital vessel that could move like a fighter. That would be a little weird. So anyways, I think that's going to do it for us for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace.